Welcome to The Explainer. We're diving into something big today, the new CBSE secondary school curriculum for 2025-2026. We're going to break down what this major shift actually means for students.
And let me tell you right off the bat, this is way more than just a simple textbook update. What we're looking at here is a huge evolution in how education is going to work for classes 9 and 10. The whole idea is to move way beyond the old school methods we probably all remember.
So what's the big idea? Here it is in a nutshell. We're seeing a massive pivot away from what's called rote learning, just memorizing facts to pass a test, and moving towards skills you can actually use in the real world, practical stuff.
Okay, so you're probably asking, why the big change now? Well, let's dig into the why behind it all. This isn't just some random update. It's all connected to bigger national goals, especially the National Education Policy from 2020.
The key phrase you're going to hear a lot is holistic development. So what's that? It's really about nurturing the whole person. The goal is to build well-rounded individuals by looking at everything: physical, intellectual, social growth, not just what they score on a test. And when you look at these core goals right here, the vision just clicks into place. It becomes super clear. This isn't about sitting and listening to lectures all day. It's a real commitment to learning by doing, getting your hands dirty, solving actual problems, and even bringing fun stuff like art and sports right into the main curriculum.
So, that's the why. Now for the what. What are students actually going to be learning with this new setup?
All right, let's break down the subjects. You've still got that strong foundation, 5 compulsory subjects. We're talking 2 languages, social science, math, and science. But look closer, there's a whole new layer here, optional subjects. This includes a dedicated skill elective, which is a huge deal because it gives students a real choice to follow what they're actually interested in.
And this really gets to the core of it. It's not just about what subjects you take, it's about how you learn them. The whole system is being redesigned to build those critical skills everyone talks about for the 21st century. I mean, things like critical thinking, knowing your way around technology, and being able to work in a team. Stuff that's absolutely essential to succeed today.
Okay, let's zoom in on those skill electives for a second because they're a total game changer. We're talking about subjects like AI, information technology, even banking and finance. This gives students a real practical peek into different industries. It's all about helping them find what they're good at and, connecting the dots between school and a potential career.
All right, so we've got a new philosophy, new subjects, but what does that actually look like in the classroom? How does it feel day to day for a student? Let's get into that.
This quote, taken straight from the curriculum, says it all. It signals a massive shift. A teacher isn't just someone standing at the front of the room lecturing anymore. Their job is now to be a facilitator, basically a guide who helps students explore ideas, ask questions, and figure things out together.
And that leads us to this next big idea, competency-based learning. Sounds fancy, but what does it actually mean? It's simple, really. Success is no longer just about what you can remember. It's about what you can do with what you know. I love this analogy. We judge a chef by the delicious meal they cook, right? Not just because they memorize the recipe. It's the same idea here.
And check this out. This image shows how this new way of thinking is baked right into the DNA of a lesson plan. A lesson isn't just a list of topics to cover anymore, it's a carefully designed blueprint. It's got clear goals, it connects ideas to other subjects, and it's designed to make sure every single student can get involved and stay engaged.
So here's a really cool example of this new hands-on approach in action, art-integrated learning. And no, this doesn't just mean you have an extra art class. It's about weaving art, like music, drama, painting, into all the other subjects to make learning way more engaging and, honestly, more fun. So how does it actually work? Imagine this. Instead of just reading about the water cycle in a science book, your class puts on a short play about it. Or maybe in history, you learn about a major event by creating a group painting. This whole process takes these abstract ideas and turns them into something you can see, feel, and experience. It just makes the learning stick. Okay, so we've talked about the big ideas, the new subjects, the different classroom vibes, but it all leads to this final, crucial question. Why does any of this matter? What's the bottom line for a student's future?
Well, here's the first big takeaway. It's about building thinkers, not just test takers. The whole point is to raise a generation of students who can do more than just bubble in answers. We're talking about students who can really analyze things, come up with new ideas, and creatively solve the tough problems.
And that's so important because it prepares them for a future that's always changing. Let's be real, many of the jobs and challenges of tomorrow don't even exist yet. So by focusing on skills that you can use anywhere, like good communication and teamwork, this curriculum is basically future-proofing their education.
And it's not just about getting a good job. It's bigger than that. There's a real emphasis on values, on understanding real-world issues. The aim is to help shape individuals who are not just successful, but are also engaged, responsible citizens who want to make a positive impact on the world around them.
So, when you put it all together, it's clear this is so much more than a new syllabus. It's a whole new foundation, designed to shape the minds of the next generation. And that leaves us with a pretty profound question to think about. What kind of world will these students build?